And hello, everyone. And welcome back from our super fucking long break. uh, Drew's running a little late. Carla is absent tonight, so she will not be participating. And tomorrow we will be off. So this is a mishmash of all kinds of fuckery. Yes, we're glad to be back. um, I forgot what I was saying. Tonight's stream is sponsored by Tyler. Yep. There you go. Yay. Oh, shoot.
At the break.
Okay, my bad. I had all of you guys muted except for me.
No, Brandon!
You jerk.
No, Darnie.
This is what happens when we don't stream for like 2 months.
I guess. Oh, man. They missed my super intense monologue. No, that it's just never going to happen again. Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Anyways.
He was like on a roll for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Anyways. First of all, thank you, Honey Chew, for the host. Thank you, Honey Chew, for the 100 bits. Thank you, the Joj, for your tier 1 sub. Thanks, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, and City of Gloom, thanks for the tier 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Who's that?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wacky.
Yeah. Did we have any other announcements? Anything else that we wanted to
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes. It is 2022.
I think.
Yes.
I mean, the years just keep on going.
They don't stop
Never
coming,
stop
and they don't
rolling.
stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they
That's-
don't stop coming.
No, just keep it going. Love it.
Yeah. Hopefully this year isn't absolute garbage.
Don't
but
say that, Brandon. You're going to jinx it.
we're gonna
You
have fun playing
ridiculous
D&D no matter what we do. Or what happens.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I could change that. See you in 5 years. Oh, okay.
Not again, Mac.
Wait, did we pass anyone's birthday while we were on break?
Drew's birthday was yesterday.
Drew's. Yeah,
Yeah.
Drew's. Okay. Happy
And-
birthday, Drew, who turned. Insert
29?
here.
29?
29.
29?
On Thursday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yes. That's right.
Which weirds me out that yesterday was Thursday for some reason.
Dude, days
Time
stopped
is weird.
mattering. Every day
Mattering.
is just, and it's just melting me.
Anyway,
I guess.
besides
Onwards to D&D.
depression and desensitization to relative time, let's begin the recap. When we last left off, our group of adventurers, having settled within Fort Varus, this very large keep that had been gifted to them for rescuing the Baron of Onor. They had settled in after a scuffle with a high-ranking member of the Slasher Gang, one Tim the Conqueror. They began to clean out the keep, start to kind of assess the situation, and not long after, this thundering storm began to rumble outside as this very large shadow creature began to creep its way towards Fort Varus. With this warning from one of the deities, Halos, the Wind Serpent, alerting you to its approach, its advance, you gathered your party and your followers, your NPC buddies, and managed to get the hell out of there so as to not confront it. While this black rain began to fall from the sky, this cursed black substance that appeared to multiply your weight by, tenfold, making you immobile on the ground. After settling in the Lake of Timbers, with Dane revealing one of his celestial wild shapes, his this Hollyphant, this small golden plush little elephant that could cast all kinds of magic, they went back to the Lake of Timbers, and after some discourse and some looking around, managed to find Rondon's parents, and they each took to rest in their individual rooms and guest rooms. But something very strange happened as the night fell.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
As they fell into to rest.
I totally forgot about that.
Eric had some strange encounter, which we will not mention to the players who are here, but those who were not here. Well, actually, yeah, I'll mention it on here. I guess you'll find out either way. But there was a scuffle in Eric's room with some sort of demonic entity, and we pick up from that the morning after. So, as everyone is waking, the moonlight suddenly begins to creep in from the windows, as the dark veil prevents any kind of the sunlight. The moon is the only thing that graces this land now. Rondon, you awake in your room, your comfortable bed, your plush blankets, all of your little knickknacks and Blink 182 posters on the wall.
No, it's not Blink 182. It's Fall Out Boy, much cooler.
There you go.
Is it?
Well, and also Panic at the Disco.
Rondon, did you see they announced that festival?
Oh, God, what?
When we were young.
It's been a long time since I've been young.
Oh, all the emo bands we loved when we were kids, they're getting back together.
You're gonna have to jog my memory on that one. It's been at least a century.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
what am I, some sort of like hermit that lives under a rock?
I don't know. Mike and Brandon, do you know what we're talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's like a $250 festival. It's like a huge emo reunion, huge festival.
It honestly looks mint, but
like November, I think. I don't remember.
Something like that.
Anyway,
November. What a horrible time.
Right? It's in Vegas, so it's like in the desert.
Oh, sure.
Oh, Honey Chew says October, so
October 22nd. Honey Chew says.
Yeah,
in Vegas.
Still, it's a dream. Sorry to derail with that.
Yeah.
Well, it ends up working out because I forgot that you two sleep together no matter what.
Well, I peel myself
off of. It gets so sticky in the middle of the night.
I nestled in as a Hollyphant and at some point Dane shaped.
Sure.
But I'm picturing Rondon like sleepwalking, like with this little plush elephant, like plopping me in the bed with him. Because it's never a choice that I make. It's just always something that happens.
Excellent.
Well, that's what you get for being a cute elephant. Not my problem.
Can't help it.
You can. You polymorphed into it.
I've put it on screen for those who are unaware. what a Holophant is.
It was very big for a second.
Yeah, I'll just put it right here in the corner.
Perfect.
It's cute, and I can't get tired of looking at it. Yeah, so you awaken from your slumber. Kwanzang has not returned from the ether. And Balefire has now faded into the ether. And she's like, oh my god, these pancakes are so good. It just echoes in the hallway as she disappears.
I could just eat these pancakes to oblivion and just goes into oblivion. Anyways, terrible joke aside.
Oh, hey, commit.
Oh, I guess I'm going to oblivion. Bye.
So we've completed a long rest.
That's
my understanding.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I have anything that needs to be marked off except for maybe spell slots, but
yes, I'll say everyone did. Wink, wink.
That's a weird cryptic thing to say, Brandon.
As we're waking up, I'm just like, God, I forgot how dark it was in this place. You know, you think you'd remember overnight, but
Rundown is dark everywhere.
I'm not. I don't know, man. It just feels like it's been forever since being awake. You know?
Like it's been 8 weeks or something.
It seems oddly specific, but yes. It feels a little bit like 8 weeks. Or, like 2 months. Hello?
My bad.
Coco Melon!
That's not what that is, but that's hilarious.
That's what it reminded me of. Dude, living with a toddler, that's everything's a child show reference. Although, small sidetrack, me and my son's been watching Bluey a lot. Excellent show.
I hear good things about Bluey.
It's amazing. It's so cute. Anyways.
We need to figure out what's next. I think Kwanzang is still running around in the wind somewhere with Pickles. We should find Eric.
Well, I think he's just down the hall. Let's just go knock on his door.
All right, I'm gonna let you go find him while I look at spells for the day.
Just Eric, wake up! It's morning time, or it's not. Well, it's nighttime, but it's kind of morning. It's our morning time. It's morning time. Wake up! I open up the door.
Rundown, we all know. You don't have to explain it.
You
I don't
open
know.
the door.
I think I have to.
You start banging on the door, and soon enough, you open the door, and it's still pretty dark. But what you can see is where there would be one such sleeping Eric Mugweed, there is instead this horrifying white scaled dragon-like demon sitting on his bed, holding what looks like a sealed envelope wreathed in purple flame. He extends his hand out, saying nothing, holding the letter.
Am I interrupting something? This seems like a very private moment.
And there's no Eric?
They say nothing? No, there's no Eric.
Hey, is this note for me, or was this intended for Eric, or he's just like staring at me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, saying nothing. Just looking at you, almost pleading you to take the letter.
Well, I hope this doesn't kill me. I grab the letter.
Okay. And you can see that it is wreathed in purple flame, though it does not give off any heat. And as you reach your hand to grab it, it's almost as if the flame kind of like almost just dances across your arm with no effect, there appears to be a wax seal of some kind of circular sigil with three kind of almost like a pitchfork like jutting out from the center of it.
I'm gonna light my cigars with this purple flame.
If only you had one.
Until now. Not a smoker until right now. I'm just gonna like. Well, I can't read this. And I yell for Dade, like, Dade, I got a letter. I don't know how to read it.
I wonder who it's from.
I don't know. Purple flame. That's all I got.
Not sure, and I'll follow. And as I step in, is this thing still there?
Yes, it is a white-scaled dragon-like creature, very fiendish looking, with wings and what appears to be, I believe it's like a long sword, and these magical-looking bracers on both of its forearms, looking very imposing, just standing there with Rondon in the darkness of the room.
Rondon, who's this?
You know, I didn't even think twice about asking their name. You know, it's just.
And where's Eric?
You know, I thought this was a weird situation too that Eric might have got himself into. I didn't know if this was like a romantic partner or something.
You do notice the flame-wreathed envelope in Rondon's hand at this point.
Who are you?
They say nothing.
Rondon, they gave you this?
Well, he was holding it out towards me. I'm assuming he was giving it to me. I just took it. And I did it. I didn't die.
I'm glad for that.
You tell me.
May I have it?
I mean, what am I going to do with it? I can't read this.
And I'll take it. And like with an eye on this demon thing, I will start. Oh, I guess you described the seal. Is there any writing on the outside?
No writing. No writing. It is just a like a wax seal. It's a purple wax seal. The envelope itself is entirely black. I forgot to mention that. And it's wreathed in purple flame. And there is just this circular sigil on it with almost like a pitchfork that juts out from the center all the way up to the top.
Okay. I will, again, keeping an eye on the demon thing, I will begin opening the envelope.
Okay. You grab the wax and suddenly pry it off, and there is this flash of arcane light. And suddenly, from around the neck of this creature, there is almost like a chain that breaks. Oh.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, Asa, dude.
No, what's up, Steve?
Dude, you came in at like almost the perfect time.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go. Tell me, are they dying?
No,
Yep.
no. But I'll
Yeah,
describe the scene again
always.
for you. Rondon and Dane have woken up. They have begun to search out for everyone, and they went to Eric's room, and they found this large, dragon-looking, this white-scaled being with these large wings and almost demonic-looking in nature. Handed Rondon a black envelope wreathed in purple flame with a purple wax seal with a sigil on it that's circular and has almost like a pitchfork from the center jutting out from the top. They have asked it numerous questions, but it has not answered. And as Dane took the flame-wreathed letter or envelope from Rondon and pried the seal open, you can see that from around the creature's neck, there's suddenly this magical glowing, almost like a chain that suddenly snaps. And you can hear this creature suddenly begin to create this guttural noise as some sort of spell has broken, and it now appears to be more inclined to speak. But as you crack the seal, Suddenly, the envelope unfolds, and you can see this paper, this black paper with this glowing purple writing on it. As you can now see the writing on it, Dane.
Is it legible? Can I
It is
read
legible, yes. It is in a different language than what you know of, but somehow it is legible to you.
Okay. And I'll begin to read aloud. Greetings, children of the light. I regret to inform you that young Eric is indisposed of at the moment. The details of this matter are somewhat private, but I can disclose that he is in fact fighting for his life, and could very well be dead by the time this letter graces your eyes. Do not fret, however, for he is favored to win in this endeavor should the fates allow. Before you is a warrior of my choosing. They are magically bound to secrecy and will tell you nothing of import, but they should offer some decent protection in the meantime. Your compatriot is struggling for survival. In the event that Eric expires, they will have no obligation to maintain friendly relations and are free to maim, dismember, eviscerate, or immolate any one of you. Other than that, do give them a chance. They're a real go-getter. Yours truly, Ambrose the Dark One. P.S. I forgot to mention that this demon is linked with Eric. Should the demon perish, Eric cannot return to this plane. Oops.
So,
Just the
I just want to make sure I'm getting this correctly. If Eric loses, this thing could kill us. If Eric wins, this thing is connected to him, right? No big deal. If we kill it, it kills Eric.
Just that Eric cannot come to this. He cannot return to where we are. He's bound and held wherever he is currently, it seems.
Got it. Well, I guess
So-
we gotta be friends with this thing.
Well, we have to be friendly with it. Do you have a name? Can you speak now?
come on.
The creature has a crystal hanging from a chain around its neck, and the crystal glows and sound actually emanates from it, and says, I am known as Worm in the fresh-tilled earth. I greet you, companions of the Mugweed.
I'm gonna call you Tilly.
I vote
course
that we
you
don't
are right,
talk
man.
to this thing.
As you wish.
I turned to everybody almost in like a huddle-like formation. I'm like, who the frick gives himself that kind of name?
Well,
I don't.
you're not wrong, but Tilly is so much better.
Did any of us give ourselves our names?
Did any of us attach ourselves as a demon to Eric?
I gotta go for a walk. I gotta think about this whole name thing all over again.
Is Tilly, is that acceptable to you?
If that is what you prefer, Tilly, it shall be.
Sorry, the inner chaotic goblin in me is coming out.
Tilly, you serve the smooth man.
I serve my master, yes.
And you can tell us nothing of where our friend is.
I can only tell you what I believe you already would know from the Mugweed. If the Mugweed has not chosen to give you information, it is not my information to give.
Well, I believe we know everything that Eric has told us. So why don't you tell us everything that you think Eric knows?
Fucking damn it.
Genius. Just, ooh. Yuck.
I said I don't
Yeah.
think we should talk to it.
Too late. Oh, already talking. Love it.
Well, for better or worse, he?
If you wish.
He is with us for the time being.
All right. Well, Tilly, tell us about where you came from. You seem mighty interesting.
I came from my master to replace the Mugweed, as explained in the letter.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all came from our masters at some point. I mean, whoever you want to just... I have to go take another walk again. I got to think about life again. It's getting real heavy real quick. It's just started. Anyways, well, Tilly, there's some breakfast going on downstairs. I don't know if you eat anything or not, but fill your face with food, I guess. But before we go downstairs, I gotta let my parents know this whole situation, because we don't have a whole lot of demons walking in this place. Not too often. I mean, but
How do we get at Rondon's house?
we teleported last time.
Okay, good. I'm realizing that I'm one session removed.
Right?
Yeah. No,
you-
we ended last session with like that cliffhanger of Eric talking to the smooth man.
The smooth man.
Remember how you knew that the Nightwalker, or whatever he's called, was coming to the fort?
Yep.
We ran with tails between our legs.
Smart.
And that's why we're here.
Remember that time we had a fort?
Yeah, right.
We still have the fort.
Oh,
It's just, we're not holding on to it.
It's
Right.
infested, bro. Like,
well, it can't get much worse.
I don't know, man.
That's fair. I shouldn't speak. I guess as assuming Rondon is going down to make those arrangements. Gonsang, I don't think you're wrong. I just don't know what choice we have.
You don't think I'm wrong for what, Dave?
That we shouldn't speak to it.
Well, it's less about whether or not we should speak to it being a good or bad thing. It just creeps me out.
That's understandable.
Look at it.
I'm not fond of fiends. No offense.
It's like a weird demon dragon Jamaican.
A what?
Show the picture again, Eric.
Because of the tentacles.
Don't leave me hanging. Yeah, it looked like dreadlocks.
Got it.
I pop my head back in and what? I'm second guessing Tilly. Is Eartha a good one? Eartha?
Eartha.
I take back. I'm sticking with
Eartha?
Tilly. I go back downstairs.
Trying to get some of this Eartha.
You come from
The land of Till.
the abyss.
I come from my master's realm.
Is that the abyss? Good
And,
thinking,
you know,
Dane.
I'm running back up the stairs because I'm hearing everything. It's like, hold on. We know everything that Eric knows. Remind us what Eric knows where your master is.
God fucking damn it.
Eric told us everything, but we do need reminded.
It's been a long night.
You should ask the Mugweed to write it down for you next time you see him.
Well, he's not here, Tilly. You're gonna have to your words.
I can't show you guys. These are the cool dice that Matt got me for Christmas.
Yeah.
I almost said for my birthday. They got flowers in them, guys.
Pretty tight. I dig it.
Can't wait to
From
use
the
them. tonight.
Feywild.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight from the Feywild. Which is where your master's from, Tilly?
My master comes from his home, as do I.
We all
What's
come
like-
from our homes.
think
That's
Good point, Tilly.
yeah.
I want to send a letter to your master. What's his address?
What do I write on the envelope?
Leave it with me, and should I return to him, I will gladly deliver it.
I don't trust your hands. I'm
Right.
sorry. I trust
Yeah,
the
I'm-
postal service.
I'm just gonna ask you this straight up, Tilly. That letter, it said that if Eric died, you would be able to maul us. Is that in the cards? Is that something you'd like to do? Rondon, I totally get it, but like me and Dane.
Hold on. Running back upstairs again. Hold on. What? In my
No, go
house?
talk to your parents.
I can't. I'm making it halfway down the stairs, and then you guys say some wild shit while I'm walking. Anyways,
This is oddly resemblant of that time Mac was trying to go to bed.
Right.
And Tyler kept saying, Mac, just go to bed, bro. And Mac kept going, Did you say something?
Did you guys say something?
ADHD, man.
We didn't say anything. Oh, okay. Good night. Sorry, what was that, guys? You say something? That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. To
Um,
be 18 again.
Anyway, Drew asked a question.
Yeah, what did I ask?
Uh,
God damn it.
the letter says that if Eric dies, you can maim us.
Yeah.
Is that something you want to do?
Send in the cards?
My desire is to serve at my master's leisure, and he has commanded me to join the companions of the Mugweed.
And in the event that the Mugweed dies, what will your pleasure be?
Kind of looks off. Like, I hadn't considered having my own thoughts and opinions.
Wow.
I'd like to open a bakery.
I want to dance.
And we finally get our Glee episode. From here on
Finally.
out, we just have to
It's a thing.
sing.
It's a thing we've wanted for so long.
God fucking damn it.
Should the Mugweed die, I would hope that my master will elevate me in his place.
Elevate.
How long have you served your master?
As long as I have been alive.
And how long is that?
My entire existence.
Are we talking?
It's fair.
Did he make you this morning, or have you been doing this for a bit?
The sun has never risen on my existence.
All right.
So it's relatively recent.
Is there a sun where you come from?
No.
I'm gonna
All
start
right.
counting years. You stop me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. I do think that the kinder we are to it, the less likely it is he, them, they, the less likely they are to get angry once they're free to do so. Let me ask you, Tilly, are you drawn to me at all? Was there anything about me that's catching your attention? Not in like a weird way. I'm looking for something specific, but I don't want to give you the answer in case you know it.
I'm not looking for love right now.
My fiance just died.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Mike, look at your Slack.
Thank you.
I'm in a silly mood.
It's in a silly, goofy mood.
Putting on my goofing shoes.
Brandon, I see the letter that he read. Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I am to accompany all of the companions of the Mugweed. However, you do hold particular interest. Why is that?
Something I carry that's been cursed to get the attention of demons and devils.
Dump truck.
It's my bum. That's correct.
Is this energy that I feel for you something that could serve my master?
I don't think so. That was a 10 to deception.
What's his?
Also,
Okay.
first roll of the night and the new year. Congrats.
It was
Wow.
a 7, so
It's terrible.
Well, that's a 9 to insight. So
hey, yes. I love it when I lie and it works.
Except for your lie was like, it's definitely not my energy. And he was like, why is your eye moving like that? It's so weird.
May I respond with a question of my own?
Aye.
You seem particularly concerned with the Mugweeds perishing as if it is a foregone conclusion. Do you have no faith in your own companion?
I have seen my friend Eric do a great many things. And I would not point an enraged Mugweed at my worst enemy. But I don't know where he is, and I don't know what he's against. I know there are things that will outmatch him. Not many, but there are things. Does that answer your question?
I was led to believe that you were more confident in his abilities. Perhaps he is not who I once thought.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm confident. But I have heard of your master.
He's a psychopath.
It's like one texture all over.
And I believe...
I don't know if that's true.
you saying he's a psychopath, I just kind of turn to you, and facial expressions are not really his thing, so it's hard to tell, but there's just a difference in his stance. Like, say that again. He doesn't actually say that again, but
Oh.
Well, he doesn't actually say anything. There's a crystal.
Yeah,
Correct.
I was gonna say. So, like, psychopaths, they kidnap people. That's kind of what's going on right now. It's like a kidnapping. Eric's a kid. He napped him.
I think Eric and I are about the same age.
But
I look at Dane with total surprise. No.
Do you think just because he's short, that means he's a child?
This whole
yeah,
time.
Quan saying,
No.
what are you saying about me?
Rondon, you have a beard.
Yeah,
Eric doesn't have any facial hair.
but I'm also going through a growth
He's a
spurt,
halfling.
so
That's a terrible thing to call him.
While this is going on,
Thank you.
Eric,
Ooh, real Eric.
you
Well,
can
how'd you
feel
get here?
this warm sensation, this stinging pain coming from your belly. Your eyes are still closed, and you slightly begin to open them, and you can see this kind of orange, almost like a firelight in several directions around you. This hard stone floor that you've landed on. Everything hurts, and there's a stench of rot and blood in the air. Everything looks very fuzzy. And your eyes begin to focus, and you can see that about 10 feet away from you, you can see a struggling goat demon lifting up to his feet. And you can see that now, as you begin to look around, you are underground in some sort of cave. This kind of red hue to everything around you. This place is littered with bones and decomposing flesh, and the sound of flies around you is nearly deafening. You can see that you've landed on some sort of circular, almost like an altar of some kind, smattered or smeared with blood. And looking behind you, you can see that at the center of this altar that there is this vacuous hole with teeth. This fleshy maw, and you can hear it almost roar with hunger.
Is Goat Boy also up on this altar, or is he?
He's 10 feet away from you, away from it as well.
Okay.
I need you to open up your Tarrasque for me.
Right.
Loading. Oh dang.
Starlight pit.
You can see that the goat demon, who has presented himself as, or you've known to be named Zoth, this horrible goat demon with this pale gray and green sickly skin, these pustules all over his face, and these yellow eyes that glisten out in hatred at you. He himself has flies that kind of dance around him, sometimes land on his face and his eyes. He is undisturbed. You can see the dagger is no longer in his hand, but you can hear this roar come out from him. Yeah, as it resonates throughout the cavern. And you can see that several other goat demons begin to kind of appear from the corners of the room. You can hear the shuffling of bone and almost like the rustling of iron as you can see several pieces of weaponry around you. Maybe this is where other adventurers met their end.
I believe we ended last time with me being stabbed. Do I have a wound?
You do, yes. You took 15 points of damage.
Okay.
We'll say that you healed to full, so you had a long rest, but then you took 15.
Okay.
For the sake of resetting any abilities.
Gotcha. Yep. So let me mark off 15 here real quick. I want to try and scramble off of this altar to the north here. So it's been a long time since I've been on Tarask. Is this moving me? There we go.
Yeah, you'll have to select the pointer and then it'll move you.
Yeah. So just like off of the altar over to this area.
Sure. So you stand up and you begin to shuffle. You can feel yourself very weak. It appears as though whatever brought you here has discombobulated you, and even as you get up and you start shambling in that direction, it is just that. It is shambling, and you kind of begin to lose your balance, and the stonework is a little uneven, and you manage to get off of this altar.
What is this, Zoth? Where are we? Why am I here?
You can see that they take one step toward the altar. And they say, "This is where your story ends." And you can hear as it just echoes throughout the chamber. And I need you to roll initiative.
Eek. First combat of the year.
12.
19.
Mac.
Derek.
On. Maximum Derek.
Okay. What happens first? As this roar, or the screech rather, just kind of emanates throughout the chamber, you can hear the clopping of hooves as a goat demon appears to round one of the corners of the room. And you can see that these guys are fast and they are sure-footed. It doesn't seem as though any of the terrain bothers them, and this one just goes right up to you and begins its attack. Let's see. It looks like you're a little off center here. Would you rather have been wanting to be here or over here?
Probably over there. My idea was heading up towards the northwest, away from Zoth. So
gotcha. So this guy actually runs up to you. And you can see this horrible what is it called? This horrible barbed tail. Doesn't appear to be wielding any other weapons besides that, but you can see that they run up to you and they swing this horrible tail at you. You can see that it is just drenched and covered in pieces of flesh and other strange matter, and it appears to be disgusting and diseased, and they swing out toward you with this tail for a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay,
Dodge away from that one.
The tail swings and actually ends up hitting that pile of skulls up at the top, and you can hear them clattering away as it is now your turn, Eric.
Do I have my wand?
You have everything with you, yes.
Okay. I'm going to. How high is the ceiling in here? Is this a tall cavern?
It's not a tall cavern. It's about like 8 feet tall, maybe 9.
That doesn't do it for me. That doesn't do it. Okay, I'm going to cast invisibility. Turn myself invisible. And then try and go through this guy's legs, past him, over to the right here, to the east. So, I don't know if the idea being that I'm hoping that he'll think I went the other way, and this would be shaking it up. So I don't know if I need any kind of stealth roll or anything, because I want to get past him without him knowing me.
A stealth will be an action, so if you're casting invisibility, that'll be it for you.
Okay, then I'm just doing it. Then I'm not stealthing. I'm just running.
All right, go ahead and move yourself.
Ton of movement right up to there. And so that's east over towards the cavern, the tunnel that opens to the east there. I'm setting my invisibility
Way ahead of you.
condition. Oh, you already did it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, and as you retreat to that corner, you notice that as you're running, there's blood on the floor. There are puddles of blood. And there are splashes, as well as bloody footprints that lead to your direction. You are invisible, but your location is known. And it comes to another goat demon. To the south here, another one begins to lumber in your direction. Right here where you stopped. And while it cannot physically see you, it knows your location due to that. And it will try to attack you. This is, however, with disadvantage, so you have that going for you there.
Yep.
With disadvantage, that is a 16 on the lower. Does that hit you?
16 hits, yes.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage as the barbed tail slams into your side, causing you to just kind of grunt in pain. And I also need a Constitution saving throw with advantage from you.
What's it? 21.
21 succeeds as you feel this sickly energy beginning to pool into you, but you are hardier than you realize, and you shrug off the effect.
And I also passed a concentration check on that.
Excellent. All right. It is another one of these turns, and this one actually did not see where you went, but begins to lumber towards the center of the room. And it is now Zoth's turn. You can see that even though he does not have the dagger in hand that he had before, let me see. You can see him bring his hands together and suddenly pull them apart, and you can see these fiery rays suddenly begin to build up and aim in your direction. With disadvantage, that is a 14.
Hey, that misses.
So the first ray slams into those thorny barbs to the north of you there. The second one with disadvantage, that one's a 17.
That hits.
Okay. And the third one with disadvantage, that's an 8.
That misses.
Okay, so one of them does hit. And you end up taking 6 points of fire damage as the scorching ray, one of them seems to hit its mark and suddenly the flames lick up the side and suddenly disappear.
And that's a pass on the Constitution check.
And let's see.
Concentration is what I'm going to say. I don't know if that's what I said.
And it is now the demon's turn again, the one that you had passed, and it will run and position itself right here, and it will attack you with disadvantage.
I thought those were walls. It can get over there?
They are walls. It can. It moved through here, through here, through here, through here, and then over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it will attack you with disadvantage here. That's only a 13.
That misses.
Yeah. So that is its turn as it swings out at nothing. Its barbed tail slams against the wall, and you can hear these goats bleating in fury at you. And it is now your turn again, Eric.
Okay. I'm going to move right over to here, which with invisibility, I don't know what you want to do with attacks of opportunity. Feel free to take them if you want them.
Let's see. I would say normally they wouldn't, but given that you're creating a trail, I'll give them an attack of opportunity, still with disadvantage. That's only a 6.
Nope, that doesn't do it.
All right, so
Doesn't do it.
slams against the pile of bones there as you continue your advance.
All right, and then I'm going to drop the invisibility because I think this is another concentration spell, if I remember right. Yes. Drop the invisibility and throw a Hunger of Hadar. Like that.
Snap.
Back just that much. There we go.
All right, excellent. And they do need to make a save of some kind, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so okay. Sorry, I forgot how to D&D because it's been a couple months.
Hey, it's okay. Tyler was mute for the first 5 minutes of the stream. So.
Who did that? Who did that?
No, that's what I'm
Stop trying
saying.
to
Like,
get-
we all make mistakes.
Stop
Oh,
trying to
God.
gaslight Brandon. And we all know it was Z-Breaker.
So nothing right away, but if they start their turn in there, they take 2d6, and if they end their turn in there, then they have to make a dex saving throw or take another 2d6.
All right, yeah. So you hold out the wand, and suddenly from the centered space there at the altar, this black ball appears and suddenly expands out and swallows everything as the milky tentacles suddenly writhe and slam even on the outsides and begin to coat everything in its milky whiteness, as that is your action.
And then now that I've got a little bit of cover, I don't have a whole lot of movement left because they can't see me. I'm gonna choose the right tool, and then that's as far as I can go with my movement.
All right, any bonus actions for you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. No potions, nothing like that.
I don't even know if I have anything. That's a good question. Let's say no for now, and I'll do it next turn if it comes up, because I don't
Okay.
want to hold everything up.
All right, so it becomes one of the goat demons' turns that's inside of the sphere of blackness.
Okay, so he's going to take 3 points of cold damage
Okay.
at the beginning of his turn.
All right, and then let me roll a d4 here. And I believe their movement is halved, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. It's difficult terrain in there.
You can see that the one who was at the very edge actually manages to escape and leaves the circle.
Okay. Well,
Approaches your location and does still have enough to make a single attack roll here.
okay. And I'm not invisible anymore.
Right. That's only a 10.
Okay. Very good.
So woof, psh, slams against the wall. You can see that pieces of the rock actually begin to fall out, and it's very disgusting that as a piece of the rock falls off the wall, actually manages to like chisel off of it. You can see that there is like bits of blood that are beginning to pool from the wall itself.
Ooh.
That is its turn. Let's see this guy. Let's roll a d4. Rolls. Okay, so it goes down. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It just manages to get out of the sphere. He did start his turn there, so go ahead and roll that damage.
I did. He took 5 points of cold damage.
Okay, perfect. 5 points of cold. Now it is Zoth's turn. He begins his turn in the sphere. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 7.
7 points of damage there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Still in the sphere.
Excellent. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. That's a 7.
So he takes 11 points of acid damage.
Freaking loser. Get wrecked, Billy.
What the fuck?
He's a goat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
getcha. I getcha.
No, I got it. That's fun.
Bah. Alright, and this guy, he starts his turn within the sphere. 15, 20,
And takes 8 points of cold damage.
25, 30. 8 points of cold, okay. 35. This guy actually comes out of the sphere from the right-hand side, but can't move past his buddy. So he is done for the turn.
Okay. Well, that didn't do as much as I wanted, but there's one still in there, right?
That's right. Yep, that's Zoth is the one that's still in there.
Good.
And it is now your turn again, Eric. You are in this small, kind of cramped corridor with these two goat demons. One of them's in front, one of them's behind. The one behind can't quite reach because they're the same size. So you have that going for you in this tight corridor.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold tight. And you said they're kind of like decaying flesh and that kind of thing, rotting goat people.
Yeah. So they've got rotting flesh on them. They themselves are filled with like blisters and pustules, so they look more diseased than anything, but they're not like necrotic just yet, I'd say.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Well, so that's not enough. Now I'm doing it because I don't want to spend all night on it. I'm just looking at him and kind of holding my nose a little bit, and one of the pustules that he has on him bursts and maggots come out of it and just sort of swarm all over his body as I cast infestation on him.
Okay. The
And
one
he
that's
must
in the
make-
forefront?
Yes, the one
Okay.
closest to me.
All right.
He should make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 4. He rolled a natural 1.
All right, so he takes crappy roll, 4 points of poison damage.
He takes... Ja!
I hate it when that happens.
He's kind of penned in, right? He can't move back or forward.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, based
perfect.
off of your positioning, he's kind of stuck there. So the maggots just seem to crawl all over him, as you can see them like chewing bits of his flesh, and just like screams out in pain in the corridor. But strangely enough, there seems to be a slight smile curled across his face as the pain sets in. As that is your action. Still have a bonus.
Yeah, for a bonus action, I'm going to do what I should have done first, but this is a relatively new feature for me, and I forgot that I had it. I'm going to hex him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hex that one that's just right in front of me.
Let's see here. I'll do this, and we'll do like a purple, and we'll call this hex. Add. Boom. All right. So,
Boom.
yeah, you've only done this spell about once or twice. What does the hex look like for you, Eric?
Yeah. Okay. So, it's that sort of purple aura that surrounds me whenever I cast a spell. Kind of comes off and sort of seeps off almost in a liquid form off the end of my wand, and as it reaches the target, it turns more black, and they're just surrounded by this sort of black aura that just sort of seeps into their body, and it's like it just absorbed into their flesh.
Excellent. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. So it actually comes up to the one that's right in front of you. Just for the sake of it, you can choose one ability score that they have disadvantage on their checks on. What would you like it to be?
It's an excellent question. Let's say dexterity.
Okay, so disadvantage on dexterity checks. Perfect. So it is the goat demon's turn that is right in front of you, and they are going to strike out at you with their barbed tail. Let's see. And this isn't with disadvantage anymore, correct?
Right.
All right, so that's actually a pretty good roll. So that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
So the barbed tail slams in your direction, and you end up taking, not bad, that's 5 points of piercing damage as it pierces through your cloak and just slams you against the wall almost, and bits of rock begin to fall off from that slam, and you can see more of the blood kind of dripping from the side of the cavern. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw with advantage.
That's it. Eric's done for.
It's a nat 20.
Okay, perfect.
26,
Yeah,
something
so-
like that.
You are in good shape. Nothing
And
else.
I also have to check on the Hunger of Hadar here. Let me
Oh, sure.
do that real quick. How much damage was it?
It was 5.
5? Yeah. All right. I'm good.
Perfect. All right. It is the goat demon from down here, and he is going to start making his way that direction. He is outside of the sphere, so he's just going to start. 35, 40. Can't quite get to you.
Excellent.
All right, and after that, it is Zoth's turn. He begins his turn inside of the Hunger of Hadar.
Okay, so he takes 9 points of cold.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
9 points of cold
I'm
damage.
rolling well against him, but not anybody else, but I'll take it.
He's the one, like, if you had to pick one,
Right.
screw that guy.
All right, and they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. All right, and he does not end his turn inside of the sphere. I'll keep him hidden for now because you can't really see him right now. Anyways.
Yeah. Nope, that's fair.
All right, and at the end of that turn, it is the goat demon who is behind his friend here, and he is just punching the wall and kicking rocks, as Tyler says. Kick rocks. Can't really do much, and he's boxed in here because he doesn't want to get hit with the spell. So for now, you know what? No, he's going to pick up a rock and he's going to throw it at you, Eric.
Ah, come on, man.
Yep, he's going to do that. That's a strength check from him. That's an 8.
That's going to miss.
So yeah, he throws the rock at you and just, fuck you, and you know, infernal, and it just like bounces off the wall.
How do you say that in Infernal?
Blachtere.
All right.
Gesundheit.
All right, and it is your turn, Eric, now, as the rock just, like, completely missed its mark. You can see he has the enthusiasm, but not any of the actual skill.
All right. Well, hearing the one move in behind me, I'm getting a little concerned. So, out comes a dagger that almost wavers in the air with a wah, 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 wah sound, and I'm going to booming blade stab this guy in front of me. Which I'm getting ready to roll a die, but I realize I have no idea what I add to that die. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Probably like 7 or something, isn't
Yeah, it is 7. Oh, I suck. 12.
12 doesn't hit. Unless you want to use your patron's favor.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, I'm going to use Dark One's luck, right?
There you go. So you'd roll a d10 and add, I believe.
Yeah. How about an 8?
Plus 8 or 8 total? No.
Nope, 8 total. I rolled a 1.
Wait, what?
Oh.
No, wait. What'd you roll on your d20?
Oh yeah, no. I get a plus 7. So what did I roll on my d20?
I think it was like
it was a
it was a
4 or
12. It was a
5.
12 total. But what'd you roll on the d10?
So it was so I'd rolled a 5, making it 12, and then I rolled a 1 on the d10, making it 13. Still not enough.
13.
I can see by your face.
13 just misses.
Ugh.
Oh god, no!
They have a 14
Mugweed.
natural armor.
Oh, son of a gun!
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
So the
Okay.
blade slams into the wall, and more blood begins to pour at your feet. As it comes to the goat demon who is right in front of you, and he just smiles as he whips his tail out at you. For a 14
Worm in the
to
fresh
hit.
chilled earth is gonna attack you guys so fast.
Mike, no.
That's only a 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Yeah, they have a pretty terrible attack bonus. So yeah, once again you dodge out of the way. Thankfully, it is now the demon who is behind you's turn, and he is going to rush up to you and get an attack with advantage since you are flanked there.
Yep.
So he is going to strike out with his barbed tail. That's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and you take only 5 points of piercing damage from this as the tail slams into you, and I need you to make the Constitution saving throw with advantage.
It's a 17.
17 succeeds.
Sorry, 16. I don't know if it makes a difference.
Still succeeds.
Okay.
And then your concentration.
Concentration. That's a 17, so we're
Okay,
good there.
Perfect. Alright, then that is Zoth's turn. It is now the goat demon who's on the other side. He's just gonna fucking throw another rock at you. Imagine getting KO'd by a rock. Don't
No
get
kidding.
KO'd by a rock, Mike. Alright, so that's gonna be a strength check. That's a 16. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah. It
Okay,
does.
so you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as a rock just knocks you square in the head.
All right.
And it is now your turn again. You are looking very rough, and Zoth is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna, because my hex is on this guy right in front of me, I'm gonna do the booming blade on him again.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. 18.
18 does hit, yes. So, yeah, the booming energy suddenly slams into him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. So from the dagger itself, it's a 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Then from the booming blade, it's D8. There we go. Five points of thunder damage. And then the hex should also do something, right?
It's a D6.
A D6.
Here we go.
Ugh, 1.
So 11 points of damage as you stab the goat demon and drive your dagger thoroughly into its chest, and you can see that the energy of the booming energy pours into him as he suddenly splits apart into 4 different pieces and just go flying across the room. And suddenly you can see that the blood that you have on your dagger and on your hands from the explosion suddenly begins to crawl upwards towards your chest and forms this kind of blood armor as you gain your temporary hit points from that kill.
Yeah, excellent.
As we're just kind of sitting at the timber residence.
Oh, hold on 2 seconds. Sure.
So are we gonna eat?
I'm just like waiting at the table, like, man, what's taking him so long?
Sorry, guys.
it's just me and Kwanseng with Tilly, and just like in this awkward stare down for an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm just sitting at the table downstairs, just talking to my folks. It's just like, I mean, I told them that you had breakfast ready. I mean, their pancakes are getting cold.
I have a bouncy ball. I'm just bouncing it off the wall.
It's just,
And I'm like, so Tilly, do demons play games?
Oh, that's sorry. I'm looking at Eric's stuff that he's.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to answer to. It's just like small talk. So
Right.
How many temporary hit points do I get here?
It should be on your features. I think it's like 15 or something like that. I can't quite remember.
Nice. Kwanseng, show him that trick you do with the ball.
yeah. Oh,
wait, you don't want me to eat it?
whoa.
Here, I can
It's not
double-check
quite
that.
as cool as the booming blade, but whoa.
There we go. Features and traits. Dark One's Blessing. Here you go. When you reduce a hostile creature to 0, you gain 15 temporary hit points.
15, sweet.
Which is
15 of
fucking
those bad
insane.
boys.
Yeah,
All right, and
much needed.
yeah. So you're like, so what did you ask Tilly? One thing?
Do demons play any games?
And then suddenly we cut back to Eric, and he's like covered in blood and like.
That's perfect.
He's like, "Ah!"
He's wiping blood from his face. It's like, ah.
All right, so that's your action, Eric.
So that was my action. With my movement, I'm going to dart through this demon just south of me. I'm going to dart through his legs or squeeze past him to get to the other side of him.
Okay.
Because I don't know where Voth is, but I do know that I'm right now going to be flanked again. So, but I'm not moving away from him,
Right.
just moving to the other side of him.
Excellent.
And that is my turn. So I used a bonus action for the booming blade.
Oh, perfect. All right, so it is actually the goat demon's turn, the one that you just moved past. So, as you move through his legs, being with your small halfling stature, you can see that as you're crawling under his legs, the tail actually slams down, but you roll, or rather, well, let's see if you roll out of the way. I don't want to get ahead of myself. It actually slams down on you as you're passing through. With a 15 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Okay. And you take 5 points of piercing damage as you meet, or your back meets with this barbed tail that stabs into you. And I need you to make the Constitution saving throw with advantage.
21.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. And you move into position. That is its turn. It is Zoth's turn. They are going to do an unnamed action. And it is the goat demon who's thrown rocks at you finally gets his turn. Steps over the corpse of his companion as you hear a soft crunch, but is actually stuck in the hallway again, unable to get at you again. Picks up a rock from the wall and will attempt to throw it at you with a 17 to hit.
Oh, come on,
I'm
man.
rolling straight strength checks, and this guy's actually hitting. So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as another rock just clocks you on the side of the head.
All right.
Ow. That really hurt.
And it's your turn again, Eric.
I yell at him, quit it! And
what kind of
Stop!
hell is this?
I'm gonna tell Dad.
does it take a bonus action to move my hex from the...
I believe
Dead
it does it
guy.
on its own.
Okay.
So it would have gone to the next available creature, I think, something like that.
Oh, no, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to curse a new creature.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, so I'm using my bonus action to move it onto the stone throwing guy,
Okay, sure.
and then I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
All right. So while I get that set up, go ahead and roll your attack.
Say the thing, Warlock.
What's on?
Okay.
I don't know what thing you're looking for.
Oh, just Eldritch Blast. That was what you already said it.
Oh, okay.
But instead he said "fuck you" and abyssal.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Thought we were friends.
That's a 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I forgot that it makes more than one beam. Do I roll to hit for each beam separately?
That's right.
Okay, so the second one is an even better roll. It's a 23 to hit.
Excellent.
So that's going to be...
It's a D10 plus a D6 for every damage instance.
Right. So that's 17 plus 8. 25 points of force damage.
Holy shit! 25 points of force damage, as this creature is torn apart for the eldritch energy, and your temporary hit points are now reset to 15.
Okay. And I have repelling blast, so it actually, when it tears him apart, the guts actually go and splatter against the wall behind him.
All right, yeah.
So you just like shot him with a shotgun, essentially.
Yes.
Ew.
He turns to a smear, and that's your action then.
Okay, so now I can see that there's only dead stuff on the other side, so I'm going to just keep messing with Goat Boy in front of me and move through him again just to his other side and hang out right here.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, one other thing. I have a feature that I always forget to use. Drain essence. When I damage someone with a cantrip, I get half the damage rolled back as healing.
Yes.
So I'm not going to include the hex on that, right? Just the actual cantrip itself.
No, yeah, you do. Like, you get everything that's rolled back to you.
Okay, well that was, what did I say, 25 total?
Yeah, so it's 12.
I'm gonna heal 12 here.
Yeah.
Nice. And mark off one of those. Okay. That is my turn. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so it comes up to the goat demon who is right here in the little hallway with you, and seeing his companions be turned into blood splatters across the cavern, is going to attack with a 6 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, so you can see that the tail actually makes contact, but is actually moved out of the way with the blood armor that you have, and just kind of battered against the wall itself. As it comes to Zoth's turn. Let's see. I need to look up a spell quick.
Picturing us at the breakfast table with the pancakes and Mrs. Timbers just being so friendly.
You can see that Zoth actually rounds the corner now, having done something that was unseen before. And you can see them beginning to weave a spell through the air. And this black energy suddenly forms a circle behind you. The sigil appears on the ground itself. And you can see that from these lines on the ground, this circle, the smoke begins to lift up. And suddenly there is this column of blackness that surrounds you as this circle of death appears and explodes in a necrotic eruption from beneath you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
This is not a rock.
All right. 14.
14 is just barely not enough.
Yeah.
Just barely not enough. And let's see how you fare against Circle of Death.
Just a quick aside. I zoomed in on one of these like dead bodies on the map. Creepily detailed. You can literally see the individual teeth on these guys. It's wild.
Can we be interested?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just been watching on stream this whole time.
Wow, way to be a big ding dong.
You take 30 points of necrotic damage,
Muted, yes.
Eric, as the circle of death erupts from beneath your feet, and suddenly you feel as though everything in your body begins to shut down, and you catch yourself along the wall just enough to kind of barely just maintain consciousness. And you can hear the laughter from down the hallway of this cavern from Zoth, the goat demon there, as that is his turn.
Hey, and you might not, Mike, but I know it's easy to forget. But bonus actions, you can drink potions. Might not have them, but just remember that.
Yeah. It's
I don't
also
want you to die.
yeah. No, I hear you. Okay.
And it is now your turn, Eric, as your body has been racked with horrible pain.
Okay. I'm gonna move the hex to him, to Voth.
Zoth.
Sorry, dang it! I'm gonna move this. I even made a mental note to get it right because I've been saying Voth all along.
All right.
And then I still screwed it up.
I'm gonna
Move the hex to Zoth.
Start working on that for you. All right.
And I'm gonna just yell out to him, Zoth, what is your problem with me? Why do you have to do this? And not wait for an answer while I throw a couple Eldritch Blasts at him.
Okay, and let me just double check here. I think that since... No, never mind. It's only... Do you have disadvantage if someone's in melee with you, but you're not attacking them? I always forget that rule.
Is that ranged attacks as well as spells?
Well, it's a ranged spell attack.
Yeah.
I'll say you're fine. Go ahead.
Well, if you'd prefer, I'll you know what? I'm just going to step back a little bit, take the attack of opportunity, and then we don't have to worry about whether this is kosher.
Okay, cool.
So,
Well, it's almost certainly not kosher.
Oh, that was a cough.
so I'm going to get the right tool. There we go. Move back up over here. Oh, and since I know that Zoth is out now, I'm going to go ahead and drop my concentration on the hunger and
Okay, perfect.
open that up. And now, do I still have good line of sight on him from there? Yeah, I think so. Go ahead and unleash 2 bolts at him.
All right,
Which-
excellent.
One of them's almost certainly going to miss. It's an 11.
That does miss. And
Yeah.
the goat demon, as you retreated, did
yeah.
swipe out at you, but it was only a 6, and so you managed to duck out of the way in time.
Excellent. The other one is going to hit, though. That was a 21 to hit, I assume. No, sorry, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that still definitely hits.
Yeah. So that one does 13 points of force damage and pushes him back according to the repelling blast, which does an amount. 10 feet.
All right. Which at this point would break the line of sight. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, that's your action.
Yep.
And your bonus, I think, right? Because you used Hex.
Because I used hex, so that's it for that. I still have like 5 feet of movement left. I'm gonna step over here, try and regain line of sight because I don't like not knowing where he is.
Gotcha. Yep. From there, you can see him, so that's perfect.
Okay.
All right, so then it comes to this goat demon's turn, the one in the hallway, and he's just gonna rush you, and take an attack on you. And that is going to be with his barbed tail, a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so he swings with his barbed tail at you. Ooh, this one's pretty high. This is an 11 points of damage.
Come on.
As the barbs suddenly slam into you, and you can feel that disease beginning to affect you once more. Go ahead and give me that Constitution save with advantage.
22.
22 succeeds, and thanks, Eggman, for the raid. So that ends his turn. It is now Zoth's turn again. You can see him reeling from that blast, slamming against the wall from behind. And you can see him beginning to weave another spell within his demonic hands. Let's see here. You can see him once again bringing his hands together and pulling them apart, and you can see the magical fire beginning to coalesce within his grip as he sends scorching rays out at you. The first one's it's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
The second one is a 19 to hit.
Okay, yeah, those both hit.
The last one is a 14 to hit.
That one misses, thankfully.
You take a total of 12 points of fire damage.
How you doing, Mike?
Not good. Not good. I couldn't do that again.
Ugh.
And you can see that at the end of his turn, he actually vanishes from sight as he moves out of your vision.
All right.
That is his turn. Now it comes to your turn. You have a goat demon in front of you that is aching to get the final blow on you.
Yeah. I'm gonna booming blade him.
Okay.
Hey, nat 20, baby.
Oh, snap. Yeah, so you rear back and the thundering energy of this booming blade suddenly coalesces at its tip, and you drive the dagger straight into this creature. Go ahead and roll your damage, and then double the effect.
So,
And then maybe use the lifesteal one, because that's fucking
yeah.
great.
Oh yeah. So the dagger itself does 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But then the important one is the booming blade, which is going to do...
One more time. Booming blade. He holds it up. I have some power.
16 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
All right, so
Which
that's
I'll heal 8 of that then.
well, no, because it's the dagger that did 6, right? And then 6 plus
5, yeah.
5 plus 16, so 21, so 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all of the damage that's rolled.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. All right. And
Mike,
that's actually
don't
enough
argue
to
with
do
that.
it. As you stab this creature in its chest, and you can actually see that it lifts up from the ground, and the pieces of its flesh begin to almost like collide with your body, and just, and you can see them kind of being absorbed into you as you can feel your vitality grow. And it's just bones that fall.
There can only be one.
Yeah. As that kills him.
Now, does Eric look a little bit taller because of that?
No.
Like a half.
You have a bonus action. No, that your booming blade. Was
Booming blade was the bonus action.
That's right. All right, so it is Zoth's turn now. You can see him appear in your sight from over here.
Okay. Yeah.
Push him in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
Give
see
him
him
a
beginning to
chair.
weave another sign in the air, as this time his voice suddenly seems to echo throughout the chamber, almost as if he was standing right next to you, and he begins to drive his force of will into your own psyche. And he just says, "You will wait here for 1 hour. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against suggestion."
Oh, please, God, beat it.
Wisdom saving throws are not my strong suit. Okay. They're not horrible though. Oh well, doesn't matter. Nat 1.
Oh!
But hey, guess what you get to do?
Oh, you're a halfling!
Oh! Let's re-roll
Come on,
that
buddy.
sucker.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna take a picture of it. It's another Nat 1.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But you
Yeah.
have
Yeah, but-
like a favor or something.
I already
You're-
used it.
You're a halfling. You get to re-roll those.
You get to re-roll that.
all of
You
them.
can never roll a nat 1.
No,
Yeah,
no.
just
Wow,
keep going.
Nat 1.
Well,
God,
what if
2
I
in a
did?
row.
I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm throwing this ball at the ground. Hear me out. I take a look at it.
What? I don't understand
Hold
what
on,
you're doing.
hold on. I take a look at it and I go, I don't know where Eric is, but what if this will work for him? And I have a frozen water flake ball. It's probably not gonna work, but
What?
this,
Not the
this
right
unmelting-
context for this, Drew.
Come on, hear me out. This unmelting sphere of packed water flakes can be used once to cause the target to forget one thing that happened to it within the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
No, it won't work.
So he just won't remember that he cast the spell. on me.
Exactly, that's what I was trying to get. Like, hey, he doesn't remember that.
All right. So you know what? I'm just gonna wait here for an hour.
And suddenly, you relax. Your mind becomes very fuzzy, and you just sit on the ground, start taking a short rest, as you can see Zoth suddenly disappears from sight and just wanders off.
I hate that guy.
And here you will wait for an hour.
While he short rests.
Regains all his hit points.
And we'll take a break there.
Oh, no. Tilly, how do you like your pancakes?
Is pancakes a creature that you slay and eat its flesh?
Well, I've never really thought of it like that. I need to go for another walk again. You're really throwing some big questions out at me.
Have you slain many creatures?
In my time, I've taken many lives. It is in my nature.
I
All right,
walk
so
back
he's
in.
been alive longer than today.
Hold on. And how many lives would you say you've taken in like approximately how many years? Give or take.
Yikes.
You're not gonna pin anything on me, man.
and we'll take a break with that. We'll come back. He's trying to like incriminate Tilly. All right, we'll be back
Oh,
in
mercy.
about 15 minutes or so. Let's say, what is that, 11:10?
Yeah, call it 10 after.
Yeah, 10 after. We shall return. Oh wait, we've got some notifications to get through here. Let's see. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one.
We have a bunch of happy birthdays in the chat for
Mac
Drew.
presents his backup followed. Caleb Kongable.
You nailed it.
No way!
Subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much.
No way! Caleb!
And Eggman92 with the raid.
Dude, heck yeah!
Eggman, perfect amount of time to have a wank. That's right.
Have fun, Eggman.
Sure. Do I know Caleb?
Caleb
Yeah.
Kongable? I don't. You might. You should.
You should know his sister, Janessa. Anyways, hey Caleb, how we doing?
We shall return. Thanks so much. And welcome back, everyone. We've returned from break.
Welcome back.
Let me just get the. Oh, actually, let's do this one.
Let's do it.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
my! 319.
As Eric is overcome by the spell of Zoth to wait inside of this cave for an hour, we come back to the party. Breakfast has been served, and there is an assortment of fruits and meats and toast, and everything smells super yummy. There's butter on the table, and it is just
Water.
Just loose butter.
yeah, just
Water. Got some of that water?
and you're gathered around the dining room table with Tilly, the white dragon demon.
Whoa.
See, Mike, if you die, you have this killer backup character.
You're right.
Billy the Caucasian dragon.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
So you can see Rondon's mother, who is like the large, like the tall, gray-skinned Goliath woman, is like serving food to everyone, and she says, "So, Tilly, how long have you and Rondon known each other?"
I became acquainted with Rondon Timbers upstairs 20 minutes ago. I was not informed that you are a companion of the Mugweed as well. Is she
she's-
foe?
No.
No. She's
Wait a
loosely
second.
companionated. She's my mother. You
She
know what
makes
mothers are.
potatoes.
Wrong mother.
It's Mugweed's mother.
Your mom doesn't make potatoes too?
I don't know.
Maybe she is a foe.
Like,
Damn. She's not a foe. She's
Go on,
not a
say
foe.
Take it back.
Swing.
She is a companion of a companion, which makes her a companion.
You can see Rondon's father, the large minotaur, brown fur and black horn, says, "Well, he's always been good at making friends, but 20 minutes, that's a record, son."
You know, sometimes it takes a lot longer than you. I gotta go.
Sometimes it takes one to know one, Dad.
Got him.
The fuck you say to me? Flips the table.
You what, mate?
Yeah, honestly, he just kind of came out of nowhere. I thought Eric brought him in through the middle of the night, but apparently he just showed up. Hey, quickly, Tilly, how'd you show up? Do you like teleport, or did you like come crawl through the window?
I was there, and then I was here.
That makes sense. Okay, he was there, and now he's here.
Outside.
Don't have to worry about the windows.
Sounds
He's
like
the
he had a
ladder.
little bit too much to drink.
Oh, Dad, we've all been there. Oh God, it's been years.
Having been in Worm of the Fresh-Tilled Earth's company for a bit now, can I roll an insight check to see how intelligent he is?
Sure.
Okay.
Nat
plus
one,
9.
Nat one, Nat one.
28.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you the raw score with that, right? It's an 11. It's got an
Okay.
11.
Okay, so you're not dumb.
Right.
Okay. I think he's just very literal.
Do you think he? No, he couldn't be on the spectrum. Oh,
God fucking damn it.
I hate this.
Mackenzie!
well, as
All right.
someone
well,
who recently learned he might actually be on the spectrum somewhere, I think I can be safe to say these jokes.
Okay.
no. That's not even close to how that works.
Yeah, we'll learn about about this later.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we move on.
All right.
Fucking damn it.
It's like one thing a night. You know, like honestly, if we ever did, for some reason, people were like, you know what, we should watch this in mass amounts. We gotta get rid of this episode.
I think this is the safest episode that we've done.
Well, let's let's
Just
keep
delete
the
our
ball
live.
rolling here. So, how long have you been in the,
Oh my
the serving, the smooth man business?
Okay.
I have always served my master.
Is he like your father? Do you love him?
Did you learn to love him?
I will always be devoted to him.
But you don't love him. He's not a father to you.
Dane, I think that these questions are getting a little personal. I mean, you've only known each other for 20 minutes.
It's been
I'd say
5
leave the-
since he asked.
Leave the lad in peace for now. Go
It's
on.
been
Eat your,
25 minutes.
eat your fruit, Tilly.
No, I feel like now's a good time. Rondon's dead. There's a lot to talk about with this father stuff.
You know, we're all pretty
What a
open
shit
books
show.
here. So how my life started off, I started off as a child. Tilly, I'm trying to explain my backstory to you. I was a child once, now I'm an adult, and here we are. Now, tell me, what is
Of
the
course
exact
it is.
address of your master?
Okay.
666
Oh,
Boogie
good.
Woogie Avenue.
Is there a
If
postal
that's
code?
not canon.
I imagine that there's like, it's like hell and it's like fire in the sky and he's just like wakes up and he's like in like his bathrobe and he goes out to like check his hell mail and suddenly you guys are all just there and you beat the shit out of him.
Fine, gotcha, bitch.
If that's
Well-
not the big bad at the end of the campaign, I don't want it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we'd be waiting for him. I think what we would actually do is like crush his mailbox with a baseball bat or something. So when he comes outside, he can't even get his mail, idiot. Yeah.
Smooth man, come
Smooth
out and
man,
play.
my
Yay.
TP is hell trees.
Yeah.
Just prank him. We're just pranking him.
Oh, what the hell?
Gotcha, nerd.
Oh,
Work his yard. Jolly Ranchers one day.
goodness.
Anyways, Tilly is like the chaos, like it brought chaos to the real world, you know?
Right.
But yes, eventually, as you all finish your meals, Tilly is grilled a little more about what they know about about the Smooth Man and what their relationship is and all of that. You don't really get much info, honestly, just more of the same. As the letter stated before, there really isn't much that you can get out of Tilly, even if they wanted to tell you. They're magically sworn to secrecy. And so, eventually, the meal ends, and you are filled with warmness in your bellies, as each one of you get 5 max hit points
Oh,
until the next long rest.
wowza.
Oh, mother, that was such a good meal. I feel extra good. Now, Taylor, I gotta ask you one more question. How smooth is this week, man? And what is the skincare routine like? Does it use a lot of vitamin E? I just gotta know.
I've come to recognize this as a joke.
You got me. It was a joke. I'm glad you're catching on there, smooth man. Anyways, I'm gonna learn these routines. Oh crap! I put all my hit points to 5.
Overwrite max HP.
Yep.
Shit!
It's like when he got a -4 penalty
Oh yeah.
to Constitution, but he set his Constitution to -4. He's like, why do I only have 6 hit points?
Okay. What's your mom's name again, Rondon?
Gail.
Gail?
Jail.
Gail. Is there a bath I can use?
Oh, absolutely. We have about 4 bathrooms in this house. You can choose any number of them.
Wow.
Which one has the biggest bath?
That would be the one next to our bedroom. It's just upstairs.
Can I go through your bedroom to get to it?
Oh, of course. We have nothing to hide.
I look at Rondon and I smirk. I'm gonna find out everything. And I take off running upstairs.
I'm trying to catch up to him, but it's like he's just way too fast for me. Like, damn it, Kwanzaa, stay out of their room. It's private.
As when I run through, if he's behind me, I'm gonna open the top drawer and hope to God it's the underwear drawer, and I'm gonna blow it backwards towards him.
God.
Just as mom and dad's underpants flying.
You open up their top drawer, nothing's there. Congrats, he found out their secret.
Ah! No!
They go commando all the time.
I'm trying to think of for whatever reason, all of Kwanzaa's faces in my head are anime faces, and I just can't help it.
Is he Chaos Rondon?
So what?
He's Chaos Kwanzaa.
Chaos Kwanzaa.
Chaos Kwanzaa.
I will guard the perimeter while you prepare for departure.
And step outside.
All right.
Sneaky Tilly. Anyways.
I guess, am I left at the breakfast table with the Timberses?
Well, they've begun to clean up. They're not just sitting around, doing nothing.
Oh, I'll help them clean up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm at my friend's house. I'm gonna help out.
Gotcha. And you probably get to maybe their rib cage height. They're much taller than you, so.
Oh yeah.
So you're it's like a kid trying to help out. You have to reach up to the table and
Here you go.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I will use my ring of telekinesis.
Ah, yes.
As I'm doing things with this hand, I'll be
infinitely useful. Do you remember where you got that?
It was it was the fight with the big guy.
Yeah. In the placid pools.
Snake.
The placid pool. The big snake.
Yeah. The gemstone Leviathan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just help and make conversation and hope that Kwanzaa and Rondon aren't causing too much of a ruckus upstairs. And I'll wonder, where's Pickles? And our Caligast and
they were there, but they didn't really Yeah.
Oh god, we left him behind.
Alcaeus. Alcaeus is the cabbie.
Cabby.
Yeah, there's always a part of me that wants to confuse Alcaeus and Caligast, because the
Yeah.
names are just so, for some reason, so similar.
Yeah.
Caligast Caius. Calicaeus.
It's their couple
Caligast.
names.
Caligast.
Caligast.
That has like a really good ring to it. Caligast.
Sounds like Encaligon the Black.
What's
Or
that from?
Calabar from Halloween Town.
Trappa.
All right.
Anyways. God, that was such a dumb plot twist. Anyway, I don't want to go on this rant. I shouldn't go on this rant.
Yes. Enough
So
sidetrack.
Kwansang's finding a bath.
Yes, and without issue, Kwansang, I mean, you find it. The master bedroom, it's never been described to you guys before, but it actually has double doors into the master bedroom, and it looks like a giant like hotel suite. Like, I mean, it basically accommodates two, half giants, so it has to be big.
Right.
But yeah, you can see, I mean, and it's much, much larger than Rondon's room, because Rondon doesn't really take up that much room. But yeah, they have an enormous bed. They have a gigantic walk-in closet. Just several outfits and, all kinds of clothes and artwork from throughout the years. And you can see that they're all signed by Rondon. And some of them are not as good as you've seen. Especially that portrait of Rondon that you guys purchased that was worth, what was it, like 500 quill?
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect.
What's the is that how much the threshold is for the thing?
I can't quite remember. I need to have the item in front of me.
Thought it was 1,000, but I don't know.
That might be right. But yeah.
We drop bank.
There are several
why I did
windows
that.
in
That's
here,
funny.
and you can see that there is what are those called? Like
Horses.
like a drape, like from the the ceiling that kind of covers the bed. What is that called?
Oh,
Like,
four poster.
Canopy?
there you go, canopy. That's the word.
Do you call that back?
Four poster.
Oh, I thought you said floor poster.
I don't know what a four poster is, but
It's the beds with like four
Four-post beds.
posts.
oh, sure. Yeah, it is a four-post bed, but it does have the canopy that kind of drapes over it. And then soon enough, you do find the bath, and it's very interesting to see that it's the floor itself is not made of wood. It does have tiling on it, and it appears to be sealed for moisture. And the bath itself is hooked up to like a water pump. And so you can bring in fresh water and then drain it out from the side of the house as you please.
Wow.
Oh, heaven, yeah.
So it requires a little bit of manual labor, but you can get water in.
All right, so in order to do this, I'm going to Peter Pan it. I'm going to stand on the pump, and as it goes down, I'm going to shoot myself back up in the air. And then come
I love
down.
it, yeah. All right, so you begin to get water to come in, and the bathtub is maybe like twice the size of what a normal bathtub would look like. But yeah, the bath, fills with water from an unseen reservoir or some other source from the outside.
I want to make a note that as I'm doing this, I'm like popping the cupboards open with like air just to kind of look through them and see if there's any like bubble bath stuff or anything like that.
Nothing that's necessarily marked as bubble bath stuff, but there is like soaps and other things like that, which
This
you
is
could
bubble bath
improvise.
stuff. I definitely improvise. I start adding things. It's like a weird potion.
Yeah, and you do notice that it is the water does come in cold, but there is like a what's it called? Like a little stove inside there where you could start a fire and heat up water and then just kind of like pour it in to heat up as needed. like
I
a
do that.
smaller boiler kind of thing, but like just
Yeah.
for a pot of water.
Yeah, I'll
Reminds me
take
of, like,
the time to
those-
do that.
Reminds me of those like Swedish hot tubs that use the wood burner stoves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to try those one day.
They seem really cool, but they also scare me a little bit.
Same. Like I'm
Like-
I'm just terrified it's gonna be like boiling by the time you get in. You're like,
Yeah,
so nice.
I also
Yeah.
want to try hot springs, but like those are scary too.
Everything's scary.
Oh, hot springs, no.
Did you guys see that picture I sent to our Slack in Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh no, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Into the Dungeons and Dragons chat?
Yep.
No, I don't see it. Oh, maybe it's
Really?
in the player chat.
No, I sent it to just regular Dungeons and Dragons.
Just so everyone at home can see as well. Let's maybe nope, maybe it's trash. You can't see shit. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, yo.
Okay, Sora.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nailed it. See, we're all failing. Now it's a mystery
What's
for
that?
everyone,
It's a mystery for everyone.
except us.
But there's no pupils. It's just the anime like.
Let me see if I can do it. Nope,
Nope.
not even close.
Let's
It's a
spend more time on
screen of
this.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so the water is pumped in, and then, like I said, there's like a small like metal bucket, for lack of a better term, or the handle, and you can choose to start the fire up and heat up that water
I
to
will.
then warm up the rest of the water that's come in.
Yep, I will.
All right, so you begin that process, and then eventually the bath is prepared to your liking, and you slide in, and everything just melts away. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I pictured.
What is that face? Oh no.
During that whole endeavor, what are the rest of you doing? Dane is helping out with the putting away and the cleaning, and Rondon, what are you doing?
Well, what I think once I see that Guan saying just went in the bathroom just to, take a bath, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give him his privacy. He's not doing anything suspicious. I should go help clean it. Stop being rude. We had guests. And then I'm gonna go back downstairs to help clean. There we go. Now it's not a mystery anymore.
That's Quan saying after finding no underwear in the top drawer.
I love that face.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Nailed it.
Mike's always helping.
All right. With that settled, eventually, everything's put away. Everything's taken care of, and the rest of
Do
the
we-
evening is yours.
Do we need to wait here for the Mugweed to return? Or will he come back wherever you are, Tilly? We just gonna swap places with you.
Julie just rereads the letter real quick. The Mugweed is bound to me, not to this location. Should he return, he will return wherever I am.
All right, then we can start making plans if we like. What's next? And I had this picture of like the one big bath, and then like all of us in it, and then Tilly just kind of standing nearby. I know that when Eric returns, he'll be able to take us to Ono, if we like. He can take us to Greenwood? Is that where he's from? Greenwood? Or I can get us... Well, I can get us a lot of places. We just have to commit to it, because I can only do that once a day.
Well, what needs addressing first?
I wonder how much time we should give the Nightwalker before we go back home. Don't want to walk right into, getting turned into one of those things,
Yeah.
Things with the really big mouths. I really think that if we run into more of those, I think the power's in their cloaks. I think we have to take their cloaks off to defeat them.
Oh man, if Carla was here, she would kill you.
I know. We miss you, Carla.
Come back!
Oh! Someone's got to keep the chaos
Jordan!
in check. Chaos in check.
Chaos and kick.
Glad I muted because I wooed really loud when she walked
Oh.
Mamacita, let's go.
I don't know what needs addressing. I've got business with Gald, but I can probably send one of you to talk to him while he's sleeping.
Consider him dead.
Nope, that's not right.
Shadow possession jutsu.
Yeah. God, that would be a cool build for D&D. Shadow possession stuff.
Oh,
Be really cool, Brandon.
That's like a enchantment kind of build.
Yeah, you'd almost have to play off of like suggestion and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's the date today?
1982.
1982, that's right.
It's
Of the 22nd.
it's 2nd of Asnog. You're at
7.
2nd of Asnog.
you're at 8 o'clock.
8 p.m.?
Yep.
Ass dog. Like
Okay.
Thanks,
hell?
I can't
Mike's
believe you just say
embarrassed
something
for
like
you.
Oh my God.
He said butt. I just like
Have you
Speaking of which, did you get a bouncy castle for your birthday party?
I wish. My brother actually owns one. Dead serious.
Oh, yeah.
we can call Ryan up real quick.
Blow it up in the basement.
Just too cold outside.
yeah, I was gonna say you jump on it and it'd fucking break.
Yeah. I think I've got an idea what's next, but let's wait until we've got Eric back.
Hey, for my birthday, can Eric get something to save his life?
No, they're individual.
Darn it. Hey, for my birthday, can I get a thing that helps Eric save his life?
I wonder how Eric's doing.
He's probably dead. I saved from my bubble bath.
He's probably dead.
But I don't know if you guys did this as kids, but like putting your mouth in the water and
Yep.
you're like talking. Can you get it? I don't even know how to.
He's
explain it.
probably.
Yep, exactly. Did you guys ever watch Snorkels?
Anyways, we're not gonna get into that. What are you guys doing?
Wondering how Eric's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking a bubble bath.
All right.
It spins.
We suddenly come back.
Yeah. The scene transition
Yeah.
with like Eric's face, like the old Batman.
Eric, you've been conscious of what has happened and the fact that you can't move your body. Your body just is almost on autopilot. Just resting, just sitting. Eventually you do complete a short rest.
Oh, that's good.
Because you were instructed to wait for an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Hit dice, here I come.
Just all of them. Don't forget to add your constitution bonus to H1.
Man, imagine having a constitution bonus.
Okay.
Imagine having 2 health bars. No, 3 health bars in total, actually.
True. And being able to spend a spell slot to heal. Just plop.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
Eventually, you regain your movement back, your own will, and while you have rested, you're still a little battered. You're still a little sore, and you've had to tend to your wounds, or you're now like tending to your wounds, kind of like applying bandages and wraps and anything that you really have on you that can kind of stop the bleeding mostly, and you're just covered in blood as well as a couple of these barbs that maybe have come off from the strikes of the tails that slammed into you. Pull up that map again. Yes, this cave, this cavern, whatever it is, it appears lowly lit. It's very damp. A lot of it's covered in blood, and as had been described before, parts of the wall that, lose stone mass seem to bleed.
Wait, I'm sorry. I missed that if that was said earlier. The walls themselves are bleeding?
Yes, so in places where the tails had struck and had like chipped off pieces of rock, the wall began to bleed.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
That's
Yes,
the appropriate reaction.
So do I find myself able to walk around now, or am I?
Yes, yep.
Okay. I don't know how literal to take the map. What is this pile of somethings to the north of me?
They appear to be books.
Okay, that's what it looked like. I want to go check those out while standing with my back to that pile so I can look down both the corridors at that corner.
All right. So as you advance to that location, you can see that all of these books, you can recognize some of the symbols on them just from your arcane knowledge. However, it is in a language that you don't understand.
Okay. I just want to take one of them and tuck them away for looking at more closely later. See
Sure.
if I can
Roll a
do
d10
anything
for
with
me.
it. Sure. 9.
Excellent. So you end up picking up this fairly large, well, comparatively, because you're a halfling.
It's a terrible thing to call him.
This leather tome. It appears to be this kind of dark red. There does appear to be some kind of magical sigil on the front of it, and then some kind of descriptor. It appears to be moistened with blood and other kinds of matter, but you can quickly clean it off as much as you can. And
Just use prestidigitation.
Yeah, just use prestidigitation to clean it.
Quit it!
Sorry.
Guys.
That was like the worst spell to give away.
We'll get it back.
Also, if you're adding it to your inventory, just put book number 9.
Book number 9. Got it. Thank you. Book number 9. Boom. There we go. Okay. Zoth? You still here?
Your voice echoes throughout this stone cavern. You don't hear... Well, actually, make a perception check, I'll say.
Finally get the ability of echolocation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that do that can go like... And you can, like, see things? That's crazy. Anyways.
15.
15. Opening your senses to everything around you, you can hear what sounds like this kind of, like, almost like a howling kind of, almost like a wind that's passing through here that's creating that sound. You can hear what sounds like drops of liquid just falling. And something that actually you heard when you first got here was that maw in the center of the room, almost as if it's like growling in a hungrily way.
Okay. Sorry, on the map I had moved up to the books. I'll move myself here.
Sure.
But now I'm going to move right back where I just moved myself away from.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use my dagger if I have to try and pull off a piece of flesh from the body of this demon here.
The goat demon before you was the one that was turned to bones.
Ah, okay. Well. Oh yeah. So I blew a bunch of guts and stuff against this wall, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are there entrails or anything I can gather?
I mean, you pretty much don't even have to look far, even from the one that you just blew up.
So I just want a little bit of flesh, and I want to come over to this circle here, not stepping in the blood again, and see if I can throw the little bit of flesh I have into the maw, see what reaction that gets.
Sure. So from there, just go ahead and just give me a dexterity check.
Sure. 21.
Excellent. Nothing but net. You don't even touch the rim, and it just falls in. And you can hear it kind of like hitting the sides of that large creature's like throat as it falls down.
Does it close around it or anything? Or
Not as far as you can see. However, you do hear some noise to the southwest of the cavern. Almost as there's some shifting.
Zoth, either we finish this or you let me go or something. What is the point of this? Just let me go back to my friends. I wasn't bothering you.
Nothing. The draft that you heard before, that kind of howling wind, did get a little louder, though.
Moving around the perimeter of the circle here so that I can stay as much as possible out of the pool of blood on the floor. I want to try and move around towards the southwest where I heard the sound a second ago. So say like there-ish.
Sure. You can tell that you've definitely gotten closer to the sound. You can also notice that there aren't just human bones here. There's bones of different kinds of demons and monsters. And it appears as though, from what you had noticed before, that there are these kind of brambles sticking out from the wall. They do appear to be crimson. And pieces of them, which are cut, appear to also be bleeding.
Upon noticing that we've got several different species of creature here, I immediately think of Finnan, and I want to see if I spot anything that looks like it could possibly be halfling.
Sure, go ahead and just make a nature check. Or Arcana, because this does have to do with just like knowledge overall of... yeah. Halflings are a mythological creature.
Even with my proficiency in Arcana, that's only an 11.
Okay. Nothing that you can really recognize as halfling, but there are, a multitude of skeletons here. It's not
Sure.
It's not unheard of. It's not out of the what do you call it?
Realm of
Ordinary.
possibilities.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be uncommon or even surprising to find a halfling corpse here.
Out of the realm of possibility.
There you go. That's the one I was looking for.
Wow, wait to just say what I said louder, Tyler.
Oh, I didn't even hear you, Max. Sorry.
No worries.
Honestly, I didn't hear you either. Now I feel bad about it.
Should, you jerk. I'm moving closer to my
So
mic.
would you say it's within the realm of possibilities?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, thank you. From my vantage point where I am now, the wind sound, the roaring sound, which direction am I hearing?
Still to the southwest.
Okay. I'm going to, because it looks like there's a big pool of blood on one side, go to the other side, over this large bird skeleton or whatever that one is, and come down, say about here. What are these sources of light?
You can inspect them if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to come over here, still staying out of the blood if I can, and just take a look at it. So I'm not close enough to touch it, probably, for that one, but...
Sure. Go ahead and just make a... I'll need 2 rolls from you. Go ahead and make a perception check, and then we'll see if we even need another roll.
Perception's an 11.
11. Okay. So you do manage to see that inside of what looks like higher demon skulls, There appears to be something burning within. Go ahead and just make an Arcana check for me.
15.
Okay. Within these skulls, you can see that there is obviously something burning within, but it looks reminiscent to a magical component that you've encountered in the past. It looks like some kind of circular object, almost like a gem of some kind, possibly, but it looks reminiscent to that of the Seed of Darkness that you've encountered.
Mm. Okay. Well, turning away from that, I see this large skull kind of diametrically opposed with where that light is, to the southwest, that looks like it's part of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go down towards that, but before I really mess with that skull at all, I want to see if I can take the Seed of Darkness, Seed of Light out of this this light down here.
As you approach it, you can see that it is a demon skull, very obviously, just from its and just from an anthropological standpoint. This is obviously not a humanoid skull. And so it does appear to have its lower jawbone, and it is open. And you can see that from the inside, it appears to be affixed to some kind of, like, a setting. And you reach in and you can feel the heat emanating from this thing. And you touch it, and you can hear, like, this kind of sizzling, as though it would be too hot to grab just with your hand, without suffering some kind of damage. But it is possible from what you can see.
Just eat the damage, you know.
I'm going to try it with Mage Hand.
Gotcha. You conjure the Mage Hand, and as it flies out, you manage to grab onto this burning gem. And without any issue, just removes it from its place.
Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure what to do with it. I mean, I can't have the Mage Hand keep it forever, but yeah, you know what? I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this right now. I'm just gonna let the Mage Hand go and let the rock drop to the ground.
Okay.
I don't want to mess with trying to find a way to carry it right now.
Sure. So it drops to the ground, and you can hear, like, stone on stone just, like, colliding, and it just kind of settles on the ground somewhere.
And what's the deal with this giant skull here?
So you look upon it, and you can see that it actually is elevated to about 45 degrees upward. And so you can see these grooves on the ground where it would normally be settled, is what you can gather, and it has been opened.
Peering in, does it look like there's a passageway within?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
8.
It appears dark and featureless, but you can hear the wind howling very strongly.
I'll have Mage Hand carry that light rock inside. See if that helps.
Oh, okay. The hand picks up the rock, and given that it is a light source, it does illuminate the pathway further in. However, it doesn't appear as though it's leading into somewhere, as much as it is leading to an outside. And so what you can see as it illuminates is that this is the entrance to whatever this cave is. And you can see just around the area from the light source itself, this kind of dry, cracked earth.
Okay, well, with the light inside there, I want to take a moment to just look at how the light kind of comes out of the eye sockets of the skull and say, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to holler back, Zoth, if you're still in here, I'm taking off, I guess, and crawl into the skull and try and exit this cave.
Okay. As you exit, you can see that you are now in some sort of an outside. And what you can see is this craggy landscape before you. Dry, cracked earth and what looks like these spires that jut out from the ground. These large brambles all around you. And it appears as though there are fissures within the ground itself that seem to emanate these like darker red hues. And you can see that in the distance there is obvious signs of battle, explosions, and you can see the shadows and silhouettes of demons in the sky. You can hear this cacophony of roars and screams of suffering all around you. And it is enough to... Well, we can see, actually, to see if it will shake your will. Go ahead and just make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
21.
21. You are a halfling in a giant world, and you've experienced a lot of the world as you've left your home, and you've seen scarier things, and your resolve is not shaken. This is just one more obstacle to overcome. You are not filled with fear.
Some time ago, probably a month ago or so, I scried on Finnan and saw him in a desolate wasteland. Does this look familiar to me as being that?
This is the exact place that you saw Finnan.
Okay.
And he looked different, as if he were demonic.
Yes. And
So I am immediately kind of feeling my head and looking at my hands. Is there any change to me?
there is a change to you. That blood armor that you took has not come off.
The mugweed.
Pulling at it, can I get it off?
It's a liquid. You try to grab at it, but it only shifts and moves and then comes back into place. It doesn't even stick to your hands.
Cool. Gross. Love it.
Okay, so I'm seeing other demonic-looking creatures moving around the landscape.
To say move around would be an understatement. You see a battle ensuing in the background. Cataclysmic events on the horizon as you see creatures hundreds of times larger than yourself battling. This is a land of chaos, and you've just stepped into its front yard. Welcome to the Abyss, Eric Mugweed. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
So should we anticipate Eric for dinner?
Eric goes to hell. All right.
You weren't supposed to take that literally, Eric.
Dang.
Huh.
Dang.
I am speechless. I should have killed him. Should have killed him.
Who, Eric? Or what?
Yes. We should have killed Eric a long time ago. His clock was ticking. No, but
If someone's gonna kill him, it better be us.
Yeah, that's right.
no one kills our friends except for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I can't wait to kill you guys.
True's the secret big bad.
All right. Well, that was quite a ride. Some of you fought a horde of demons and found out that they were in the abyss and are fighting for their survival. Others ate breakfast.
Look through underwear drawers.
Yeah.
Well, lack of underwear drawers.
Imagine, like, that's a statement you have to make. This is the drawer where underwear would go, but I don't have any, so it's
Okay. It's just like a power move.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how we do it in the Timbers household. The drawer for power moves.
Eating breakfast.
Eating breakfast.
Dude,
All right.
Rondon's freaking emo is so sick.
The regular Rondon evil or Chaos Rondon?
Rondon evil.
Oh, of course, there's the Kwansang one too, right?
Where's that one? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's
I don't think he knows about second breakfast, Honey Chew.
What is that? Quansing cry? Oh, that's perfect.
Oh yeah.
I forgot you added that. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Oh boy.
He doesn't know. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining us. We've enjoyed having you. Those of you who are still here, those of you who stop by, and those of you who watch our stuff after the fact, we appreciate and love all of you. We shall be back in, is it this time 2 weeks?
Yeah. Hopefully
Yes.
2 weeks time?
If everything goes
willing.
according to plan.
Yes, just to restate from the beginning of the episode, we will not be streaming tomorrow because Drew is having a birthday party.
Whoop, whoop. It's for my birthday.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
So we shall see you in 2 weeks' time from today. To see what happens. Maybe second breakfast.
Maybe 11sies.
Yeah,
Afternoon tea.
there you go.
Luncheon, dinner, supper. He knows about those, right?
And in the meantime,
As always, if you like the artwork that you see in the corner, and also the artwork that you see on during breaks and before the stream, all those you can just type in the chat, command artist, see all the artists. I'll just list them off as well. We got Miley Taniguchi. Find her on Instagram at Tanny Maichi, as well as Donnie Durdunkleton. Find him on Twitter at Donnie Durdunkle. And Stephanie Brown at Offbeats Worlds. Check them out, as well as our music. Our theme music, rather, is produced and written originally by Aiden Chan. Find them on YouTube, I believe Instagram, and Twitter at Dungeon Maestro. So go give them a check. Go give them all a follow, like, and if you really like the work,
give them a
commission
check.
them. Yeah, give them a
Give
check.
him a check.
Pay them money,
Cut the
honey.
check.
Anyways, we love you all.
Yes. Good night, farewell, and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Good night, y'all.